Happy Friday, my friend.
Hi, this is Alan. I like IRONWORX because it's where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came.
I love IRONWORX with Josh, Walt and Zack. It's like sitting in your front room having a cosy chat with your best friends.
Hi, it's Diva here, and I just want you to know that IRONWORX with Josh, Walt and Zack, it's definitely my favourite dose of reality. Come join the family and keep it flat.
Why sleep in when you could get your dose of iron in the morning? Listen to the IRONWORX.
This is Enlightened Dawn. Roses are red, violets are blue. Ironrealmmedia is the best on the plane. To this show, I will forever be true. You guys are truly the best, and I love you guys. I'm so thankful to have you in my life.
Do you like listening to space letters from Never a Straight Answer? Then tune in to the IRONWORX with Zack, Walter, and Josh. Break clear of the fear on the IRONWORX and become an Iron Scout.
I'm starting off fresh, and I feel good. I look good. I smells good.
Good morning. I'm here. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up!
What is dark matter?
Okay, we don't know.
That's great. That's why it's called dark.
It's exactly.
Everyone knows all reputable information comes from random people on the internet. Tell me things, internet. The earth is flat. It's like school in your hand.
Okay, dark matter is something we do not know what it is. We believe the dark matter is there, but we have never detected it. Well, what I'm afraid of course, is that there is no dark matter out there.
There was one?
There is no dark matter out there. We need to think really hard, to think really hard.
Yep. TGIF. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the IRONWORX. Yeah. Almost slept right through this one. But by the skin of my teeth that I managed to make it up and out of bed before I just was dead to the world again. So I'm sure happy to be with you guys. Welcome, everybody. We are sans Zachary as of yet, but I've not checked my phone, so I don't know. Maybe there's word, so he still may show up at some point. But we got a Walter here. What's up, Walt? And we got a Rico here. What's up, Rico? Yeah, he says hi. I hate to even ask, Walter, but how you doing?
Yeah, didn't sleep a whole lot last night. Just, in a normal sense, not anything else other than, there was some bad news yesterday in the music world. But I don't know that kept me up. It was more just whatever's going on with Schumann, I guess it's still happening. I didn't check. But it was to the point that Michelle actually got out of bed. I don't know, late, because I looked at the clock at like 1:30 and went, it sucks. So at some point after 1:30, she got up and went, yeah, I'm not sleeping, and I know you got to get some sleep. So she got up, tried to let me sleep, because she only has to work a few hours on a Friday, so she can come back home and nap, hopefully. But yeah, everybody was out of sorts here last night, for sure. When my clock went off, it was just like, yeah, okay, let's do this. I'm awake. I just didn't get up and do a show.
Hey, Walt.
Hi.
Amory said, hey, buddy. I told Amory, about everything you said about New Orleans as far as what we're looking to do for Thanksgiving vacation. And she said, no matter what we end up doing, we're going to make sure that we buy you guys dinner on the way in or out.
So, yeah, cool deal. Sure. For sure.
A show. And I'm going to
close tabs. I had tabs, all kind of tabs open from, I guess, last show, although they're weird tabs. I don't know what they are. I mean, I know what they are, but anyway, I'm just trying to get my stuff together here.
Hey, do you guys happen to remember me talking about all the work that I did when I redid my streaming studio and did my wife's room so she could take over 8 stores? Well, I just saw the biggest single week check I've ever seen in my life from my wife, now district managing 8 dentistries. Holy shit, it was worth it. Like literally more than I made during the best when I was working for Arista Records. Like more like at one point I could literally say my boss was babyface, and she's making more than that.
Must be nice, right?
Yeah, no shit. Well, that's not adjusting for inflation, so maybe not. But.
And that's not counting all the income from whoring yourself out on the telephone either, is it?
Who, her or me?
How many?
Oh, I'm missing.
Okay.
I didn't like the beacons of Condor.
But I see you out there, Jono. Good morning.
Well, we did see you until I only got a hold to you. Oh, back. Okay. I know.
Oh, good.
A bit of a reprieve. And so, yeah.
Did you get a chance to? Sorry.
No, you're good. I can't think. My brain's not awake. I'm pouring coffee on it as hard as I can.
Did you get a chance to pitch doing an IRONWORX Part 2 before the beginning of the year and tell them why I wanted to do another one so quickly?
No, I haven't talked to these guys. I knew I would be talking to them this morning, and I had a lot going on last night with cats. My cat, who had not been home for over 7 days, has finally shown back up last night. So
oh my God, we just went through that too. Only it was 11 days.
It could have been more than 7. It was more than a week because I was getting worried. I mean, they go away 5 days here, 3 days there, a day and a half over here, but never over a week. And I knew it was partially between the 2 unfixed males that are still here, not fixed. I'm looking at you, Carla. And
well, this one is the indoor only cat, the one that went missing for 11 days.
Yeah, that's definitely
we even gave her a panic. Her name was Nugget. Now it's Little Nug. She's got a little scar under her eye. But I'll keep it short. I wanted to do a part 2 now that Nico and I are back to having you 3 on to represent IRONWORX, not Have No Spear, because the most important week with views is the week after the show airs, and I was in copyright debate over your episode, so it got less than 200 views. So I sent a screenshot of everything that's booked until the end of the year, guys. I would appreciate it very much. So if you guys would go ahead and sign up for a part 2, because I want Lowry in that conversation so he can ask questions. I had a hard time asking you guys questions because I watch your show so much. I know the answers, so it was kind of hard to fake the funk. And I swear, as soon as we get done with this episode, to immediately call Zack at 10 p.m. I'm so sorry, Zack, dude. I was just excited, man. Is Zack here?
No, not to my knowledge.
No,
Unless he snuck in while I wasn't looking.
I don't know where he is.
Captain what?
He probably had a rough night. I think everybody had a rough night. I really do. Well, so, you know, since we're did. The rest of us had a rough night.
I had a blowout. Took me forever to figure out why it was happening, but I got slightly bigger tires. I got like a $3,000 bicycle. It's not just a cheap bicycle. But I got slightly bigger tires. That way I could take bigger curves and stuff if there's gravel and not worry about, eating shit. But I forgot to adjust the size of the tube. So the tube is trying its best to fill up the tire, and I was blowing them out. Like I went through like 4 tubes before I finally figured out what I was doing wrong. But yeah, I ate shit on Lowry again. Lowry Street is going to be the death of me.
Fucking loud.
So fun. So funny. Do you guys remember whenever it was starting to rain and I tried to hit a rail on a skateboard, ate shit, got up on my bike, and then ate shit again, and the ambulance had to come by, like, because I couldn't get up. They're like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just can't get up just yet. I'm in pain."
Falling, I can't get up.
Lowry was like, "Why would you give the phone to the doctor?" I was like, "Dude, I was out of it." My ER doctor, or maybe the ambulance physician called Lowry to say I wouldn't be making the show.
Huh.
You know what they say? Don't skateboard in the rain while drinking.
I had that on t-shirt.
No one. Yeah, I was about to say no one's ever said that. Literally.
My grandmother had that embroidered.
remember-
My grandmother did a cross stitch, and that's what she would have framed up on her wall.
Yeah. What movie is one's like, yeah, they always call me blah blah blah, and then the girl goes, no one's ever called you that. Oh, it's Mallrats. It's Mallrats. They call her Trish the Dish. No one calls me that. That kid is back on that escalator again.
You see, the movie's doing now. It's Wolverine's famous. All right, I'll stop. Schnick, schnick, schnick.
Oh yeah. Sneak, sneak. Jason Lee was like Tony Hawk was the first pro skater with a skate shoe, but he was a vert skater. Jason Lee from Mallrats.
Uh-huh.
He was the first street pro skater with a skate shoe. Both by Airwolf. Like a lot of people don't know, the lead singer of the band in Almost Famous, Stillwater, that guy was a pro skater before he did Vanilla Sky and Mallrats and, like I said, Almost Famous. My Name is Earl. Like, I grew up with me. He's the guy that invented the tray flip. It's
right.
Kind of like a mixture between an Ollie Impossible and a 360 kick flip. If anyone's a skater out there.
I was. I couldn't do those, but I was a skater that knew that they existed. I played him in, what was it? Tony Hawk 3? 4? Which one was he in?
Yeah.
One of the games. One of those games you could
he
play
was
as
some
him.
character.
Yeah, you could play
what
as him.
character was it though? Was he a coach or something like that?
Something. It's been too long. I remember going, oh, look your boy Jason back in the house. Because he was kind of earlier than all those games. And then he had big in the movies. So I guess that's why they threw him back in the mix. Let's see.
One of a no pop tray flip was one of the first times as a kid growing up skateboarding. I was skating in a new city, and there was a bunch of older kids skating this bench, and I did a no pop tray flip to manual, which is a wheelie on a skateboard. I did a no pop tray flip to manual across the bench. Oh, I thought you were wowing my trick. I'm like,
no, I was impressed with your trick as well.
But. Me and Chino from the Deftones, that's why me and him got along as skateboarders so well. Back then, like the late 2000s and early 2000s, or late 90s and early 2000s, me and him were at the same level of skill with skateboarding. Like, not very good, but you could tell that we loved it. And
so apparently, wow, I didn't remember this at all. Apparently, it was Tony Hawk Project 8, that game. I knew there was something about the game that was weird. It's still not telling me what character or whatever.
Project 8?
Yeah, Project 8.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
That was
Like,
way late in the Tony Hawk series of games.
yeah, it was more like a level-based game than just a freestyle go.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it was one that I didn't play a lot, apparently.
Same here. I was
looking
done with
at it and
by
going, yeah. I remember that cover with that half profile or whatever picture of him, but I didn't play it a lot.
You know what I don't remember about skateboarding is how bad that shit hurts when you hit the ground now. Oh my god. How did I throw, like, you know,
because we were
the
young
average
and dumb and
non-skateboarder thinks that
flying on wheels.
when they watch a 3-minute skateboard video of a guy's new part, for say he's got a signature Nike shoe and he puts out a 3-minute video part, people think that he filmed that in an afternoon. That probably took him 2 or 3 years. So he's literally like, yeah, there's this one rail in this one city that I would want to get this one trick on. And if next time you watch someone's skate part, pay attention to their clothes and their shoes. Every trick is something, they're wearing something different, because skateboarding is probably, I mean, I wouldn't know because I'm not very athletically inclined, but it's probably a lot harder than people think. Like, a lot harder.
I agree.
I used to have my own half pipe back in the day, back whenever I was on a record label. It was a 5-foot half pipe. 16
I
foot
know
wide.
I've told you the story about the dudes I went to school with in high school that moved from California to Shreveport, Louisiana for some reason. Now their dad worked for some oil company. Anyway, they built dude, it was nuts. You dropped in off the top of a shed that you had, like, they had built off the top of. So you dropped in off the shed that had the deck and I don't know what it's called, the roll up part. And then it went down and up 3 pine trees, and the ramp had to have been at least 2 people high. That's how high the other side was. And dude, they would get on it with their bikes and do shit. That's how big it was.
So kind of like a mini mega ramp.
Yeah,
like
it
the
was
mega
madness.
ramp, like the
madness.
Danny Way, Bob Burnquist style ramp. That has like,
crazy.
Yeah. Dude, I met that guy. That guy's nuts, dude. Have you seen the footage of Danny Way jumping the Great Wall of China on a skateboard? He goes for it before he's supposed to on this documentary you can watch. If you want to look it up, Danny Way, Waiting for Lightning. It's on Amazon Prime. But the headlining, the last part of the video is him jumping the Great Wall of China. And he goes just to give it a try. I don't mean to spoil it for you, but it's in the ad for it.
Way to spoil it.
No, I'm fucking with you. But he some math was done wrong, and he doesn't quite make it to the other side. He hits the flat top of the, like, after the jump where he should be landing and going downward. He hit flat, so his ankle was like 3 times bigger than its normal size when he actually did the trick that everyone saw on TV. It's so funny too because it's China, so it's communist, and they play the commercial for Danny Way's trick, and it's like your attendance is mandatory, and it's not a joke either. It's like the commercial they played in China when he did it. Like, they made every citizen watch him do that. This is skateboarding.
My neighbors were all into skateboarding, apparently, that have moved in behind me. But
that's
I've
right.
Yet...
I owe Craig a skateboard. I just remembered. I told him I would give him one. Is he in chat? Have you seen Craig yet?
Yeah, I've not seen him yet. He may still be lurking, though.
You may invoke him if you say
he's
his
gonna
name
have
two
to
more
pay
times.
for it. He's gonna have to pay for it. I sent Widget a complete pro skateboard to Bob and Cami's address, and the skateboard was completely paid for. It was here after the fire, the donation, and it cost me like $70 to send to Bob and Cami's house from the Nashville area. So, Craig, if you hear this later, I'll send you a skateboard. You got to pay for shipping home. Or I'll just make my wife work a few more hours. And just like that, Rico's peacetime was over.
Well, if you're sending out slabs of wood that are fun, I like guitar. No, I'm just fucking with you.
First of all, giggity. Second of all, I know a guy that makes guitars like really nice, like Paul Reed Smith looking guitars. Only they're always like kind of wood finish, like walnut or rose nut, or all the birch.
Rose
like
nut,
the really nice thing.
I'm not sure if
Rose
that's
nut.
wood. Rose nut, but I'm down to
Well,
see
it is now.
It is now. Giggity.
What's his real last name? He was on Headbangers Ball. His name's Rex, and I was in his band for a little while called Dead Sun, and they went super viral. It was after I went in the band. They got a new lead singer, and they were like playing the Titan Stadium, but they were like the opening act. And the new singer is so nervous, he comes out from backstage to rock and just kind of doesn't stop and takes a spill off the front of the stage, and it goes viral, like millions of hits viral. You can probably find it now. Singer falls off front of stage. Who were they opening for? Someone kind of like Five Finger Death Punchy Trivium or something like that. The kind of metal I don't like. No offense, Chris, I love you. Found out that Chris does pay more attention than I thought to my show. He sent me a message saying, "Hey, is that Stefan on your thumbnail?" Like, yep. So, yeah, the bass player from Five Finger Death Punch knows that we're all flat earth. True story. Story. Even the other day when we did that listening party for 21 Pilots, and
Yes,
I had to take a phone call from Ted right afterwards.
Yes,
I told Ted a couple of my Stephen Carpenter from Deftones stories, and he's like, "Dude, you should call into the Strange World and explain who you are." Like, because the only reason why I haven't, because I would be so embarrassed if I explain who I am and he doesn't remember me. But he's like, "Dude, if you tell that story, there's no way he forgot that." The reason why I don't know Steph like I know Chino and Abe, drummer and singer, is because he was into skateboarding. He had a chrome BMX bicycle backstage, like a really cool looking bike too. And he was about 3 times bigger of a human being than he is now. That dude has lost some weight. He used to look, what's it called? Samoan. Stefan used to remind me of a Samoan, like Booyah Tribe. Remember that Judgment Night? Walt? Booyah Tribe and Faith No More.
I was
Anybody?
not mic'd. I was not mic'd. I had a cat in my lap. I was trying to.
You remember the Judgment Night soundtrack? They had like a
Vaguely.
metal band mixed with a rap hat.
Rap thing
Like it was,
across it. Yeah.
yeah, it was like Booyah Tribe with Faith No More, and Helmet with like something. Like it was cool.
Yeah. It was
cool.
It felt like they were just trying to mash up stuff that wasn't fitting.
Yeah,
it's one thing
yeah.
if you're organically metal rap, but it's totally different when you're
They'll never be Anthrax and Public Enemy, in my opinion. That's the best rap rock song there is. Peace. What's your all-time favorite?
How low can you go?
Yeah.
What
What's your
above the
all-time
note?
favorite soundtrack?
Oh Lord, that's a hard question for me because I listen to soundtracks that are musical scores. It's not
Oh,
just
no. I don't
yeah.
mean scores. I mean like a song collection. Mine's singles.
That's
Remember
a good
singles?
one. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's when I first that Smashing Pumpkins song, "Drown." It had Pearl Jam, Mudhoney. It had Chris Cornell's solo stuff before he was doing solo non-Soundgarden stuff.
I'm
And
trying
the
to
Crow
think. Is there
too.
one that I've really got? I mean, the Crow. Yeah, I was gonna say the Crow one is probably the only one of those kind of albums that I ever actively had in my mix. Because
Speaking of
usually with
Deftones,
soundtrack mixtures like that, there was at least 3 to 4 songs on there that I cared absolutely nothing about the band or
yeah,
the song. So it was like, eh,
same
I just
here.
soon make a mixtape. Let me lick in my coffee.
Madonna had the Deftones. You know, Madonna signed the Deftones, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't.
Madonna
I missed that. How
A&R
did I miss
the Deftones. Yeah, true. Like she's the one that got Gino to cut his dreads off, did their look, picked out their singles. She did A&R for the Deftones because she had Maverick Records. I know another band on Maverick Records, Story of the Year, friends of mine from St. Louis. But yeah, the very first thing Deftones ever released was on the Crow Part 2 soundtrack. It was a track called Feeling. It was their very first release.
I don't know that I ever had that soundtrack. Now, I did sit through that movie one time, I remember, going, what the fuck? Because
Escape from LA was good, too.
As much as I like Terminator 2, Edward just wasn't a great actor. Wasn't that his name?
Yeah, Furlong or something like that.
Something like that.
That was a great Guns N' Roses track, too. With your fish flat wrapping in your cocaine tongue, you're getting it. Perfect imitation. You could sell that. Copy, print it, ship it.
Melissa says she loves the soundtrack to Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm assuming that would be a score and not a
Yeah,
mixtape.
I was about to say that's probably a score.
Now, speaking of scores, the Graham Revell score to the Crow movie is fucking great. Like one of the best scores ever made, ever put together.
Morning. You sure you don't mean Reveille? Is it? Yeah, the dog just came in.
I don't know how to say it. I always said
I'm live.
Graham Revell. I don't know how you say it. Let's find out. Let's find out how you pronounce Graham Revell.
The wife says hello, Games.
Because I mean, Revell sounds to me like it would be Revell, not Reveille, because it would have to have a Y or a IE or something at the end.
Well, the reason why I asked is because the band is pronounced Revel, but the word is pronounced Reveille.
I was going to say Reveille is spelled like Revel.
Is it?
Yeah.
With an E.
Is that what that is?
Yep. Yes to both of you with an E. And yes, that is
Yeah, but his doesn't have an E. That's why I've never called him Revell. That's what I'm saying. It's no E at the end. It's Revell, no E. And it is pronounced Graham Revell, as I thought. Walt wins. Point for Walt.
Nice. Dude,
I Google smooched that one to find out. Too.
Oh, yeah, you used it. Hey, Walt just used Google smooch in a sentence. Did you hear me, Emery? Oh, am I yelling? Sorry. I got you here, but
you got excited. That's okay. We know how it is.
Well, when we first started touring in a 18-passenger van, you know, you didn't always have a lot of entertainment. So a lot of times we would read articles to each other. And that's how I found out that I was mispronouncing shit for a long time. And I was reading this article, and I was making perfect sense out of it. And I was just like, in this genre of music, and everyone just kind of looked at me and like, what? Genre.
Yeah. Yeah. Genre. What kind of genre you like?
This genre.
I like saying words the wrong, incorrect way. It makes them more fun.
My wife was like, yeah, dude, everyone heard you. Well, I usually have my cans on whenever I call in, but I actually have my earbuds.
Oh, I forgot your keyboard. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking over you. My bad. I got all confused trying to play catch up in chat, and then I remembered that Daz's keyboard is broken.
How dare you act like this is your own show, Walt?
Yeah, I know what the fuck I'm doing. It's your show, Rick. Go. Fucking go.
Oh, okay. So, hi. My name's Rico, and I'm from IRONWORX, and we are definitely going to be on Tinfoil Sombrero before the first of the year. That was my first official
Oh, you know what?
meeting.
You saying that, am I not due to be on a show coming up this month that just hit me in my brain? Let me think about that one. I do believe that's correct. No, not with you, with someone else completely. Let me go see some. What's
Cami been up to?
I hope I didn't miss it. I think I missed it. I think I let them down. No, I don't have it nowhere.
We got Weiss coming on Sunday.
Fucking chill. Wait, what?
Right. Well, I'm going to finally tell him, because I've been waiting for this show, because I do talk to him on the phone a little bit, but what I think TFE was all about had nothing to do with science, had nothing to do with proving or disproving the flat earth. It had everything to do with divide and conquer from within. Because this has been the year of the great divide for the truther community ever since TFE. That's what I think it was all about. That's what I said from the get-go. Before they ever went, I said that. And I'm still standing behind it.
You have got to.
Can I order a vibrator?
Oh, no, that's coming up next month. Okay.
You'll know because the box is buzzing.
No, it's a new pump with a gauge on it.
Nice.
Higher end bikes have a Presta valve. Like
a bike pump. Gotcha. That totally threw me off.
Yeah. If you got a car tire that you're putting air in, that's called a Schrader valve. The skinny valve that's really like high tech is called a Presta valve, and it takes its own gauge to know exactly how much pressure you got. Dude, if you would have told me that there would be a year where I would be more into my bicycle than a skateboard, I would be like, yeah, on what timeline? I've been a solid cyclist for probably a good 6-7 years now. I love it. I got a fixed gear too. You know, it kind of looks like a 12-speed, but it's just the one perfect gear.
Right.
And I ride so much that, like, even going up the steepest hills, I don't have to stand up. Like, I can sit down and go anywhere. I wish I was still playing in a double bass band. I bet my double bass shop would be in really good shape right now. Hey, Doc.
You're so in my way, child. You only understood. Oh, Cleo.
If you guys look at that shot I sent you again, pick a date.
Yes, sir.
If all three of you say yes, the earliest, the earlier, the better. Like the soonest open one would be the best. That way I can relax because I'm booked up. I think I'm booked up till like mid-December. Let me send you guys another.
Goodness.
I'll send it in.
Are you going to chill right there? Are you going to chill?
Not Telegram. Who are you talking to? A cat?
Oh, is she unmuted me all this time? I did not know all that was going out over there. My bad.
Hey, Billington, Justin, my homie. Oh, you said you would be a guest correspondent if I needed it.
Morning, Justin.
Still grateful for that.
Look at you on your week off. Awake on a Friday.
I know, right? On a Friday and shit. What's up, brother? Yeah, that was really shitty news about Ace Frehley, man. You don't even know. Literally the reason I play guitar. Like the reason I started wanting to play guitar was for Ace Frehley.
What a shit
I
way
thought
to
of
go.
you yesterday.
Yeah.
For a rock and roller, you think you'd have had a little more dramatic exit. A little more, I don't know, something. But it was
he
just
fell off the stage and died from the complications.
Yeah.
That's pretty rock and roll.
I mean,
hey, I just posted.
He was a brain bleed. It was in a
that.
studio. The way I understood it was he fell in the studio, got a brain bleed, and then after some complications,
I thought it was
what
on stage.
Oh my god! I didn't hear that.
They killed his life support. Yeah, they took him off life support, and that's how he died.
Yeah.
I just in the IRONWORX, not the show prep on Teams. I just posted the latest booking. Can't believe it took me exactly a year to finally get in touch with Balderson to get him out from the show. Does he have a website or something I can read up on before his interview? That way I'm not going in cold. Because I don't know a lot about perm culture. I know it's a bunch of dudes that get artificially curly hair and hang out disco dance. I know about perm culture, but that's about it.
So I don't know if he's got like a permaculture.
That show bombed.
Like he's got, I think he might have a jewelry website, but I'm not sure.
That's Watson, Emily,
huh?
Or maybe both.
Both. Like
well, Emily
I'm sure Ben
makes jewelry.
Yeah, Ben does too. I think he uses wire and crystals and wine stuff together.
Yep. Wow, same thing with Emily. She's making me a black, like an onyx, with a tinfoil sombrero on it because she says, Walt, we talked about this, like how I told you stone, like getting into crystals and stones is one of the last like things I haven't really looked into at all. But remember me telling you she thought I needed onyx in my life for some reason? I don't know, like the whole crystal thing, I'm not saying there's nothing there at all. I would never go that far. It's so new age sounding to me that I've never looked it up, you know?
Fine. Yeah, I have a new thing I just got over the last weekend, floating around here somewhere. I don't know where I stuck it, but it's a piece that I thought was onyx, so I picked it up and looked at it, and it wasn't. It was this bizarre thing they call a dragon egg that has like these weird patterns. I'm trying to get back to my camera to hopefully make it a visible thing. Of course, I have to go find it. Hang on.
Dude, I'm so much happier with my setup now with one huge screen.
So this
and
is
one
the
little
thing that
screen,
looks sort of like
to-
onyx, and not really isn't onyx. It's more like it's got a pattern to it, but you can hardly see it here in the light. But on the inside, it's like solid black crystal-like thing that I've never seen anything like this. I would say if a dragon egg was to turn into a crystal like, all the giant body fluids did, then this would be pretty close to what it would probably look like.
Oh, nice. Wait, did I read that wrong? Does Daz write jingles for stuff?
Daz is multi-talented in every way.
Should also
I don't know where that question came
from. Darren in chat. Daz, Darren. Hey, do you go by Darren or Daz? Darren.
I see you in chat there, Carl.
Laura.
Is that like the FLIR? Are we talking about like the
Hey, Carl.
temperature? Those kind of FLIR cameras? I'm pretty sure that's the acronym is FLIR, I think. I'll have to check. I have no clue how they work, though, that being said. I think it's really just sort of interpretation. I think sort of you set the parameters of this is what the temperatures are, and it'll adjust the colors to fall within the parameters that you set for temperature. So maybe red could be 100 degrees, but red could also be 40 degrees, depending on how you set the parameters to read the FLIR on the FLIR camera. But like the exact, I don't know. Need to reach out to Jonathan from Jersey.
Yeah,
Maybe
here's my flare. Here's my flare right here. Oh, not flare, FLIR.
Accidental chemist. Her name's Lauren, right? Or Laura. Or my
Neither of those.
Holy shit! What is it?
Like you're not even in the same ballpark. You're not even
really.
Close to
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I've been saying hello to you, thinking that's your name. What's your name again?
Is she gonna tell
My
us?
name
Or am I
again?
gonna tell you?
What's
Am I telling
my-
you?
what's
Her
my-
name is Melissa. There is a Laura in
Melissa.
chat, although
Wow.
she's not currently in
Oh,
chat.
okay, all right.
That would be
Well,
Walking Axel. Good sir.
Okay, I got you. So yeah, Melissa, I was my co-host make me go back and watch all the episodes, and when we had DJ and the Founded Earth Brothers both on like 3 weeks ago, when you came in chat, Melissa, I blew you a kiss. Holy shit, I looked gay when I did that. I was like, I'm not doing that again. Actually, I looked cute, but
How many times have you seen it done like in a masculine way? You ever seen like what's a manly way to blow a kiss to somebody?
I don't know, but I just remembered something.
Off the tip
A girlfriend I had when I was in a certain band. For some reason, I guess all the coordination is just spent when it comes to drumming, and I couldn't wink at her from the stage. Whenever I would wink while I'm playing drums, both of my eyes would do it. Like I guess I was completely out of independence by then, so my winks were both eyes. True story. You can write that shit down and post it on your fridge.
Already did.
Laura is here. She says hello. She's lurking, doing orders.
Lurker.
One of the best frickin' Genesis songs ever, by the way.
Have you seen that Genesis video with like they're all reptiles at the end of it?
Yeah.
It was like old too, like before
Yeah.
reptilians was a thing.
Yeah.
They're like all standing up behind the piano. What I was saying earlier, I guess your mic was off, Walt, you couldn't hear me, but I switched from having 3 screens to just having 2, one normal and one huge screen. So my ADHD is going off when I go live now because my auxiliary screen is, I think it's huge. It's got to be like 26 inches. And like the laptop screen itself is like maybe 16 or something like that. Of course, I'm no Josh with 7 screens. Holy shit, dude. What do you even do with it?
Ignore half.
On with each screen?
Well, it really is kind of cheating. One is just a television, so I've got my big TV up there, and that's where actually all my chats are. I have 3 chat boxes.
I can actually shoot to that too. Like you guys wouldn't be able to see it, but I've got like one of those 70-inch curved screens. You know what I'm talking about? The flat screen that's like curved. I got one of those, and I can shoot the screen over or the image over there, but it's just distracting. The biggest thing I like having multiple screens for is I have a smartphone to PC app. So if I need to mail myself something instead of going through all that, I can just, pull that up in real time. If someone texts me a photo, I can pull it up in real time, drag it over one screen, post it live. Like, I got to hand it to Lowry. He was right. I definitely needed more than one screen. I need someone that's a genius with streaming to help me figure out how to execute my new idea. That Zoom scrolling idea where we're playing funny videos and the best conspiracy videos of the week every week for like 5 to 10 minutes. I know how to load YouTube videos, but most of them, like Nico's funny videos, are TikTok, and my conspiracy videos are Instagram. And I don't want to have them all in line. I need to figure out a way to somehow pre-program the whole segment, and then we can go live over it and hear us laugh and comment about the conspiracy over it. This is that idea I stole from Tinfoil Hat. Host was calling me out on. He's got a show called Doom Scrolling. God, I hope I get to see Sam Tripoli live before he gets his tramp stamp, so he doesn't think I was copying him. He's literally getting the same tramp stamp idea I have on my back. Like the words tramp stamp on his tramp stamp area. Don't act like you're not impressed. Keep my flat screens flat, Justin. Where's the curvature? It's on my flat screen TV. Have you guys seen my tramp stamp?
Yes.
Oh my God. This one of those things that I thought I was done getting arrested whenever I got that. Man, when I heard like the biggest, darkest voice behind me in jail go, tramp stamp. I was like, oh my God, I'm getting raped tonight for free. But no, like the worst part about having the tramp stamp is definitely like, at the beach with the wife and kids, and I've got this big tramp stamp across my back.
Yeah, I could see that being unfortunate.
Oh, I forgot about the Cracker Daryl shirt. We got to buy that for each other for Christmas. I'll take an extra large.
That was a good one.
Yeah, I totally wasn't kidding, by the way, about us buying each other the Cracker Barrel shirts so that we won't get in trouble for buying ourselves a t-shirt.
Yeah, I've got a serious t-shirt buying problem. I've been told by my wife. Like, it's not my fault that all the cool shirts that I've worn out over the years are now available online for me to get again. Like every concert shirt, just about that I wore holes in, I've repurchased over the last year.
We talked about this. My biggest thing is bands, shoes, and stance socks. I mean, I bet I spent at least 5 minutes picking out which socks with which shoes I was going to wear before I went live with you guys, and I'm using an avatar. Here's
I didn't know that I was helping. Sorry.
I
Leo
just
said
I
hey.
just I just posted my tramp stamp in the YouTube chat. I think I did. I can't see it for some reason.
In the YouTube chat. Okay. No. Get off that. Get off that.
Hey, boss. Hey, Ray. Did it post? I don't see it.
Yeah.
It did.
Uh-huh.
Why don't I see it? Oh, there it is. Okay, it's behind.
I like that font.
My tattoo?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the artist did it for free. All I had to do, and this happens a lot in the music industry, just write their name in the liner notes on your record, and you can get all kinds of free stuff. Why? My YouTube chat's messed up. It won't let me post. Oh, there it is. I think the weirdest thing that I've ever been endorsed by is shit, I can't remember what it's called now. The stuff you put on your privates whenever you're sweating. Gold bond. No, gold bond. That's one of the because there for a while we were getting a lot of work wear like Dickies and that kind of thing, and we eventually got a big old box of gold bond for tour. And I'm like, wow, we got to put ball powder in our liner notes. I better just buy it. Oh, I'm sticking you my leg.
I had an awesome shirt I was going to show y'all, but I can't find it.
Hey, well, in my band 12 Volt, the one that has the guy from Five Finger Death Punch, we had a song called One, and it was a 64 count with one punch, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Like literally, like the count in was 64 clicks and then a punch. I wrote it one note. Okay, someone else talk because I'm out of stories.
We just lost Walter. He dropped out. But I expect he should be back shortly.
What did we say is up with Zack again?
He is muted up. That's what happened to Zack. Zack's
Hey,
here.
Zack.
He's just muted.
Love you, homie.
Oh, Zack is here. I'm trying to share this most awesome shirt ever, but I can't make it happen. There it is. Look, there's that. God bless it, America. Isn't that the most
Walt,
amazing shirt ever, Rico? Can you read it?
Wait, is it going to be in Teams or
on the screen?
It's just on the screen.
Oh, I got to fast forward. Hold on.
It's on the screen. No, the
it's
call.
On the call. Just look at the call.
Oh, gotcha.
Apparently not.
Oh, okay. It's Wonder Bread. I can't. My eyes are blurry. I can't read it.
It says, "I don't mind stealing bread."
Oh, nice. Hey, I got some good news and I got some bad news, Walt.
All right, tell me the bad news first.
2 wrongs don't make a right.
2 lefts do. Wait. 4 lefts
3
do.
lefts
I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember how many it takes. That's why I'm always lost.
I had a party girl I was dating for a long time during the, you know what I mean by hardcore opiates. And I can remember showing up to our loft downtown Nashville. I can remember showing up going, I got some good news and bad news. The good news, or the bad news, is I spent all our money on drugs. The good news is we have drugs. It was funny. If you can laugh about something that dark, it really helps the situation. Because when you're on that stuff, man, when you don't have it, you feel like you're being tortured.
Wait, what
Like,
happened, Laura? Check out Erica Kirk's eyes during. Yeah, send me a link for that. I'm always checking out eyes. I just would never find it unless you send it to me and time stamp it to the exact.
yeah, there's a lot going on weird with her. Some symbolism in a country video she was in. The fact that she was able to,
symbolizing to each other.
and she was laughing at the ceremony for him, and how quickly they set up that memorial for him with all those politicians there, and they had it all set up like the next day. Like, there's a lot of, but I think that they're drowning us in all things Charlie Kirk, so that it's impossible to tell which way you're spinning. Kind of like 9/11, planes, no planes, this or we let it happen, we did it with them. Like, there's so many different, subsections of 9/11 truthers. Charlie Kirk feels like that was intentionally done. You know what I mean? Like, that way, instead of just the obvious, something is, something doesn't smell right, you find yourself lost in trying to figure out what it is that's not right, instead of just going, hey, this is not right, God, I'm glad I don't like think of myself as an intellectual. That was one of the dumbest sentences I've ever formulated. Oh, we got DJ coming back someday. Cool. I love DJ. I'd go gay for him. First day gay for him. I forget what.
We even talked to DJ at a hot minute. We were supposed to go over there on Strange World.
I know.
Did you see?
That's what hit me earlier when I was like, "Oh wow, I just thought about something," and I went to look, but I can't find anything. It must be in like somewhere else, like on a call. I mean, on a.
Hey, Josh.
Area, maybe.
Josh, DJ was on Sombrero like 2 weeks ago with the Founded Earth Brothers.
I remember that.
Because, you watched it?
I came in after the fact and caught some of it, but I do remember him being on there.
Yeah, and he's going to be on for Shield Fest, Day of a Palooza. Cashing them flat Earth checks, baby. And Dave Weiss checks. Dave keeps promising me he's going to start poking the bear on that whole joke. Like, I'm not going to say who it is because you would know him, but he's convinced that Dave Weiss pays me money. And he's given me money before whenever I did my Melodome thing, my trivia for a charity thing. He donated to that. But other than that, he's mailing me, business cards and just swag. I'm not on his payroll. How that got started, I have no idea. But I like to lean into stuff that's so absurd, instead of like shying away from it. Stuff that makes you look more guilty. I'm like, Dave, got to poke the bear and make it sound like you slipped up and said, yeah, I was writing Rico's check. I mean, I want him to poke the bear. I'll give you a hint. The same guy took screenshots of the whole Sombrero crew doing flashing Freemasonic hand signs and mixed it up with some creepy music to call us out. Like, look at them all saying hello to each other with their signs. And I clearly remember that episode. It was like the second or third ever episode. We're literally talking about Freemasonic Illuminati symbolism. Like, it's not like we're flashing signs. We're talking about what different things mean. And he used that. Like, what? Like, I'm not even mad. That's amazing.
It's a crazy shot of a fox, isn't it?
I was about to ask you about that. That looks so staged.
Doesn't it?
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that is actually a concrete bench that was here when we moved in. It's like the two leg parts, and then there's a big concrete slab that basically sits
That
on
goes
top of
across
them. Yeah. And that's on the ground. It's
Wait,
fallen and busted. So it's just the two.
The fox is real, right? Just the bench is fake, right?
Everything's real. Like the bench is real, the fox is real, the tree behind it's real. That's in my backyard. But I was at work yesterday and Dixie sent me these pictures. Apparently it just had come up and just hopped right up on that little bench piece and was like checking out the tree, had its front paws on the tree and was just standing around checking it out. And then just turned around and basically sat down and looked dead at her into the window. It looks like it's just full on, so she grabbed a camera and took a couple shots. I just thought that was a pretty awesome shot of a fox.
It is.
What's your wife's name? Lindsay? Is that what you said?
Dixie.
Dixie.
Like
Have
the
I
cup.
met her? Was
Nope.
she with you at okay.
Nope, that was just me and Walter.
I bet she's a little hot. Hey, gosh.
I think there was another one there too. So.
Does Zach know he's muted?
Sorry. What's happened?
There he is. I think he did. Or does now.
What's up, Zacharuni? Zacharuni and chicken? That's the dumbest
I had
thing.
no idea I overslept. I had my alarm set for 4:30. Oh, now it's telling me I missed my alarm. It just popped up, missed alarm. Because I woke up and I was like, did Josh start the show early? I was thinking it was 4:50. I was like, how is this show started 50 minutes? What the hell is going on?
wrong with his?
Hey, well,
And
when
then
are you guys, sorry.
You're right,
Sorry,
go
Zach,
ahead.
go ahead. I was just going to say, well, one of you pitch what I pitched to Zach after the show or at some point, please.
Uh-huh.
That's it. Sorry, Zach. I think I got a delay because I keep interrupting you guys. You working today, Zach?
No. I'm off today.
Oh, damn, I should have called you last.
That's nice.
Yeah.
How'd you swing that?
I'm not a player. I just crush a lot.
Didn't really. We're slow on Mondays and Fridays. And they try to get everybody at least 4 days in so we can get our 40 hours. I got mine in.
Ah, okay. Faring well.
Oh, you
Yeah,
work
working
10-hour
just-
shifts?
I get paid for 10-hour shifts.
Oh, nice.
I'll say that.
This was earlier, but you remember, this is Zach, you remember whenever I was redoing my streaming studio and simultaneously setting up my wife's district manager of 8 Dentistry's studio setup? I was telling the guys at the beginning of the show, I literally just saw the biggest single week check I've ever seen in my life, including when I was doing wellness dentistry.
The biggest what?
He's like, single week check I've ever seen for 1 week's worth of work.
Oh.
Yeah, she's running 8 stores, or maybe 9. Hey, Amory, how many stores are you over now? How many? 9. She's over 9. Make that money. Just like that, Rico's peace time.
I think you can still buy 1-900 numbers.
You're going to try that one out again on us? This time.
Yeah, there was just a call a little bit ago. They were asking for people to work. It's like an hour away. I could have, but yeah, we got Justin and Melissa coming today. Yeah, I'm going to hang out.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's very nice. Give them a big hug from me.
And me.
Hey, I might get to see Walt in person, Zach. We're thinking about doing our Thanksgiving vacation in New Orleans and getting an Airbnb near them, hopefully.
That would be cool.
Yeah, it would be. I'd love to meet them in person.
Yeah, there's a lot of people pulling out of that whole Airbnb thing.
Really? Why?
Too expensive.
Yeah.
Well,
they start taxing and doing all sorts of crazy stuff. So basically, by the time the homeowner ends up owing money for every guest that stays, it's fucking stupid. Like my dad's been running a bed and breakfast for the last 30 years, and they're about ready to give it up because it's just too fucking difficult. They just make it too hard.
Okay, first of all, you had me at too hard and homeowner.
I knew I would. I knew that's where I'd get you.
That's from Beavis and Butthead. I just remembered that. Like, attention homeowners. That's you, Beavis. You know what I didn't know until I was going through Instagram threads is that the Beavis and Butthead video game, the plot of the video game is to get tickets and go see Guar. Like, that's how you win the Beavis and Butthead video game. On bit.
Weird.
Well, don't act all interested at the same time. Don't make me like the beacons of Gondor.
I'm just sitting here watching my internet go up and down. I don't think we've dropped or anything yet, but I'm still watching it go up and down. I reset it. Actually, took it upon myself to make some.
Okay, so that means it's time to play some Mace Friendly. We're going off the air anyway.
I'm not a player. I just crush it. Why do I have Notorious B.I.G. stuck in? I don't want to be a player no more.
Yeah, there's so many major corporations right now that are laying off tens of thousands of people. Some of these people have been working here for like 10 years. Nestle just laid off 16,000.
Wow. That's going on at Nissan right now, I heard. And not just Nissan. I don't know if I explained this back in the day, but like there's probably 15 different companies that work in the Nissan building, you know. But all other companies are feeling it right now, and they're only working 3 days a week. They are working 10-hour days, so they're getting 30 to 34 hours, so it's not terrible, but they said it's been like that for a couple months now. And we got rid of our electronic car, our Leaf, that's gone. Oh, well, I guess once they build out the rest of the prefab.
Yeah.
I just said prefab. Look at me acting like I know what a car does or is.
Man,
by the way,
Mitch
I've been
McConnell
driving
needs
more
to
and more
retire.
again lately. He's going to retire?
No, he needs to.
Is he still like blanking out and all that?
He fell at the Capitol yesterday.
Oh, boy.
Gonna break it up. 83 years old.
Well, I remember a couple of years back, him just like freezing up. Just,
Yeah,
you know,
somebody
like
asked him a
having,
question about immigration, and he didn't respond. He just sat there. Looked
yeah,
like a
he's
deer in
kind of like
headlights.
Biden. Yes, yes. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Man, I wish my tubes would get here. How early did Amazon run?
Early, can
48
it get
hours
there?
without my bike. Yeah, yeah. 48 hours without my bicycle feels like forever. Ride my bicycle, bicycle.
India takes over China in World Air Force ranking. Wow, I didn't even know India was that. I mean, I know they have a military, of course, but
Right. You remember seeing that meme of India landing on the moon and all the guys like hanging on to the outside of the lunar lander like they do on their trains, you know?
yeah,
You know what I'm talking about? Have you seen that?
yeah.
Okay. So freaking racist.
It's
It's like the
bad.
Darjeeling and Darjeeling if it was a lunar lander. That's a hit or miss guy for me right there. Wes Anderson, Thomas Anderson. Both of those guys are hit or miss when it comes to them. Like Paul Thomas Anderson will forever be like Boogie Nights greatness. So he gets some forgiveness, but some of Wes Anderson films are just like there's some good ones, like Life Aquatic is good and Royal Tenenbaums. Like there's some good ones, but sometimes you're just like, it's so pretentious. And here comes the side shot where they go through the fourth wall. Here comes the, you know what I mean? Like it's so formulaic.
Yeah, Justin, unfortunately. I'm sorry, Justin. I didn't mean to say that. I mean, Jeremy. The J got me. Yeah, Jeremy. Unfortunately, Ace really is no longer with us. I never would wish ill for anyone, but he was definitely the last member of KISS that I was thinking would be passing on first. For sure, or hoping, I guess, passed on first. I'm looking at you, demon. Anyway.
Hey,
Too soon?
Zach, did you see? I sent it in Teams maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago that it's a Chinese guy, so he can get away with it, but he's singing in a fake Chinese accent. He's singing Jeremy by Pearl Jam. Did you see that?
I know. It's
I sent,
Instagram, Rico. I don't have Instagram.
oh, you know, some people don't have Instagram to be able to click on the links and watch it.
Yeah, no, every time I click on it, it says I have to go and create an account and do all this stuff. Yeah, otherwise I would watch.
Well, if you think about it, I'm sure it's on every platform. If you think about it, next time you're just online, look up Chinese Jeremy accent.
Small leak underneath my sink in the master bath needs to be fixed. Everything like is causing mildew and mold.
Okay, okay, I'll take care of it best I can. Oh, hot mic. It's so funny though because like the guy would have to be Chinese to get away with that kind of like racist, you know, like Chinese racist accent. But yeah, he does Jeremy. He's playing guitar and singing in his kitchen. It's too
it's
funny.
finally starting to let up on that stuff a little bit. The whole cancel culture, ridiculous nonsense is finally going out the window, and people are finally saying, you know what, I just don't care about your feelings all that much. I'm sorry.
Right. Well, racism is funny. Like that used to be like the main jam with black dudes. Remember, like white people do this, but black people do this. Was like the big joke forever with a stand-up comedian. And that's funny, you know? Like, I come from trailer trash, you know? Like, it's not like I'm saying anything about you I wouldn't say about myself, you know?
Yeah, it's not like
cancel
you're
culture
saying
is
that you're
stupid.
better, you know?
Right. We're just different. And we
Pointing out
are.
our differences. Yeah.
Hey, I can eat watermelon and chicken and grits like nobody's business, man. I don't want to be a player no more. Okay, I
South
gotta get
Carolina has its own city of Halloween. Conway, South Carolina. Numerous events, including coffin races, ghost walks, and Bojangles themed restaurant. Hundreds of jack-o'-lanterns, giant skeletons, and pumpkins hanging from trees. I don't think I've ever seen a whole town go crazy over Halloween before. I've seen it for Christmas, you know, like a whole town will have like everything decorated, or at least the main streets and stuff like that. They'll go crazy for. I've never seen Halloween, not a city. I've seen houses go crazy.
Salem, Massachusetts has a crazy Halloween occurred. There's a band that lives in Salem, and I can't think of who it is. Who am I thinking about? Walt? Like one of them has a studio there that people record in. Converge. I think Converge is. But you don't like them. I'll listen to more. Queen's right.
Okay, what does this article mean here? The head of this article says, Tesla chair says no one talking about people they are hiring, but can't name any.
What?
Does that make any sense? The Tesla chair, like a chairperson of Tesla, I'm assuming, not an actual chair. The Tesla chair says no one talking about people they are hiring, but can't name any. What?
That's got to be a misprint.
It's got to be. Okay, so everybody is talking about the high-profile departures at the automaker, but no one is talking about the people they are hiring. Can she name one? Literally.
Now read that headline again. Now that I know that, if you don't mind, will you read that again?
The Tesla chair says no one talking about people they are hiring, but can't name any.
Well, it's still missing an is at the very least, right?
Yeah, no one is talking about. No one talking about.
There's like 8 apostrophes in that sentence. And an umlaut.
Yeah. If you have a job right now, do not quit unless you have another job lined up.
Hey, man. The grass is always greener, man. Zach, if you would have told me that I'd be getting free money from SSDI, but would be miserable not working. Like, I remember you kind of went on a little bit of a rant about that when you first started working again. And I agreed with every word that came out of your mouth about that. Like, it's not just job security and money either. It's just having a sense of purpose and schedule. Like, it's really just something. Well, have you guys ever heard that people that retire end up dying, like, soon after? They don't have a purpose
6 months
anymore?
later.
Right.
Half the time it's like within 6 months, people who retire.
Really?
A lot of the time.
Oh, you want to hear something super cool? My grandparents adopted my mother, so they weren't blood, but who I consider my grandparents, my granddad's the one that bought me my first drum set, lessons and jazz lessons and all that. His last conversation, there wasn't a band playing. They were having dinner on a cruise, my grandfather and grandmother on a cruise, and he was telling the waiter, because there was a drum set on the stage that was similar to the one he bought me, was bragging about how quickly I learned how to read, and like he was just bragging about my drumming when I was like 8 or 9 years old. And it was the last conversation he had. I love that story. Even if it's embellished, don't tell me. I don't want to know. I don't think it is. Yeah, my mom was homeless in Seattle. She was 4 years old. You think we got it tough? Could you imagine being homeless in that rainy of a area?
Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks did it just fine. Didn't they do a movie?
As soon as I said something in Seattle, I was thinking that. I swear to God. Sleepless in Seattle. Oh, you know what? Actually, I just forgot about this. My mom lived in Alaska during that period of time, too. So she had a rainy area and a colder area when she was homeless and 4 years old. My grandmother adopted her. She was eating out of a trash can. And that's probably the formula for why she ended up getting married. Something to do with all that, like lack of trust. I think she was married 7 times. A few long-term boyfriends in there, too.
So GM just finished up its long-running V8 engine lawsuit. They knew it had issues and didn't address it. So 45,000 or 43,000 owners will each receive $3,380. Guess how much the lawyers are going to get?
$174 million.
Close, $57 million.
Hey, what's the big deal? I've heard people talking about an inline or something, 8-piston vehicle, like they're inline instead of a V or something like that.
Inline 8. I know there's straight 6. They have inline V6 motors.
Oh, it's called a straight. Okay.
They've had those
it might have been 6. Never mind. Well, I don't know anything
straight
about
6.
cars.
Giggity.
Giggity.
You know, it's funny too. Is people find out you've been working at Nissan for 8 years or whatever. The first thing they want to do is call you when something goes wrong with their car. And I'm like, dude, if you had any idea how many times I've worked on a job for months and had no idea what that part went to, what car it went to, what its function was. Like it's not what you would think. Like it's an assembly building. Like, you know, they don't just pull up a chassis and you build the frame from scratch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure you guys have seen some footage of how that works. How cars get built. Automation apparently is becoming a big deal. Apparently, we've gotten way more robots up in there than we used to have.
Yeah.
By the way, one of the, and look this up if you don't believe me, one of the names of the robot company from Japan is literally pronounced "die fuck you," like a robot saying "die fuck you," human. Like it's DAIFUK 9 or 3.
Did I catch a niner in there? What are you calling from a walkie-talkie?
I was hoping someone would get that reference. Was there a niner in there? I'm so glad someone caught that.
Shut up, Richard.
Did you see David Spade try to start
I was just freaking.
Cold. I've got the heat on.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm getting in trouble. Well, I deserve it. Well, sometimes I kind of push the door too, because the dog wants to run in and out when I'm doing chores in the morning. And that is the third time she's had to come in here and go, hey, the door's wide open and cold. So that was a deserved hot night. Me and the wife are having peacetime negotiations as we speak. So just gotta shut the door. Propane.
Looks like the military is, man, they are not playing around with the cartel boat. They are, I don't know if they're using drones or what, but we are not playing around.
With boats, you said?
With cartel boats.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm sure like they're just like the CIA, except for they probably don't go through as much trouble hiding their government or association as we. You know,
These
like
are the
I've heard like
Venezuelan drug cartel gangs that we're going after right now.
I've heard ex-CIA call CIA cocaine importers of America.
Wow, this is the 5th strike. This
Hey
is the
Zach,
5th.
did you ever answer me as far as what time they start delivering in Amazon?
I have no clue.
I don't get out of here morning.
Yeah, I have no clue. I don't order from Amazon all that much.
Oh man, I'm trying to do better. Karen B actually, last time she was on Sombrero, she put it in my mind like how basically I think subconsciously by not shopping at Walmart as much, I was somehow doing way better, but I'm actually doing way worse with all the Amazon shopping. And like we've literally got Amazon packages showing up 2 or 3 days. You know, we do so much, like even like groceries, bike parts, and computer parts, penis pumps. This sort of thing is my bag, baby.
Wow. So the electric vehicle market is dead, folks.
Yeah. Like I said, the lease is gone. Actually, I don't think they've announced that yet. Is the Leaf by Nissan not going to be a thing anymore? But the person that told me would definitely know.
Yeah, there's
The
so
Leaf
many
price
EV
point
dealers
is crazy.
for the people who have bought electric vehicles that have buyer's remorse making videos. And I just want to fill the car up and drive it. I'm so sick of sitting here and waiting at charging stations for a half hour just so I can get home. Half the charging stations are only for Tesla vehicles. So if you have another vehicle that's electric that isn't a Tesla, you can't even use the Tesla charging vehicles.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Well, they even
see that would be one good thing about if you pick out the Leaf as your, like if you work at Nissan, you get a lease, you know, like a really affordable lease. If you pick out a lease, you can charge it in the parking lot at work, like up front too.
Yeah.
I remember being turned off that the difference between the like 5-hour battery and the 10-hour battery, don't quote me on that, being like $4,000 difference. And that's the difference you want to spend. But I remember that.
The big thing is the
don't
charging it. Like if you try to just plug it into your wall at home, it's going to take like 40 hours to get a full charge. You need a special bank at your house that's going to have like, you know, a lot more amperage and a lot more voltage to put in there a lot quicker. And then it still takes quite a while to charge. It's not like you can get a full charge in 10 minutes. That doesn't happen.
Sure, man. I
It
remember
doesn't happen.
seeing a Tesla pulled over in traffic with a gas-powered charger charging the Tesla. I was like, that's too good.
Do you have ibuprofen?
Any what?
Ibuprofen?
I don't. You want to go get some real quick? BC power is the best.
Tesla is reintroducing its Mad Max full self-driving mode that breaks speed limits. The actual driving mode is called Mad Max. Tesla has added another brazenly stupid new entry to its dubious safety record. Wow, these people are not holding back at all. This is Engadget.com. The latest update to Tesla's full self-driving system adds a mode called Mad Max, which comes with higher speeds and more frequent lane changes. So a car that's less safe, you're saying? It was part of the autopilot mode in 2018 that predated FSD, full self-driving. The reintroduction of Mad Max mode is going exactly as well as you'd expect. It hasn't been out for 24 hours and has already been spotted rolling stop signs and driving more than 15 miles per hour over the speed limit. Everything about this is a comically bad idea, or it would be comic if it wasn't so downright dangerous. So the Highway Safety Administration has already opened up an investigation. Receiving more than 50 reports of traffic safety violations, in addition to numerous crashes. So yeah, all you people out there that want to do the Mad Max mode, have at it. My goodness. Oh, Wednesday, I might have came as close as I have ever been to having a heart attack. Like, I was looking down the zone, I saw a car coming. I had a long view. I could see for probably a mile and a half down the road. There was like a big valley, and I was right at the peak, one of the peaks. And the guys, didn't seem like he's going that fast. Got my paddle out there, waving it around. Figured he see me. I turned back to look to see where the cars are down the road. All of a sudden, I hear this screech. The guy locks up his brakes and slid at least 40, 50 feet.
Holy shit.
And ended up 5 feet away from me. Scared the shit out of me, dude.
Yeah, I bet.
And then another young kid locked it up. After the first one, I was constantly paying attention to people driving up now. And he come flying up the lane, thinking he's just gonna go around, I'll just drive, but there's cars coming. And he locked it up, but it was maybe 20 feet from me. Not nearly as scary as the one I didn't see and turned at the last second to see it coming to a stop like 5 feet from me. That one, geez, man. Yeah, it was definitely an interesting day Wednesday. That one, we'll just say I was tired when I got home. So I wonder what they're going to do with all these cars.
Just glad you're safe and sound. I'm sorry. I was looking for my mute button to tell you that. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was a scary one, man. Yeah, I guess there's thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of these EVs sitting in lots that are probably never, ever going to be driven. Just sitting there. You know, there's all kinds of people that could use jobs right now. I mean, instead of just taking those things to a junkyard and smashing them all up, and, you know, people could just take those things apart and put all the pieces in nice piles for you. Just saying. You
Right.
want to reuse that stuff, like all of it, and not a fraction of it.
Didn't Portland make legal like meth and shit? Surely it wouldn't be that hard to get a bunch of meth heads out there taking electric vehicles apart.
You'd probably do it for free. For meth.
For meth, right.
Been seeing a lot more articles with snow in it. Feeling for you. Gosh.
Yeah. Don't think I trust any of that shit.
Oh, I thought Canadian rap was making a comeback. I got confused. Oh, that fell on dead ears. It was like a jam song, though. What was it called? I got to go find it now.
I did see that the former Connecticut State Trooper Sergeant Brian Fahey caught 18 months of probation for spitting in the face. Yeah, that's it. 18 months probation.
Brandishing a firearm?
Yeah, and spitting in the face of somebody. And the more I think about it, it's probably a...
Did. I mean, he pushed him out of a... That guy shouldn't have a job anymore.
Says
Sorry,
it's reconnected. We'll see if
a
it's still
motorized vehicle whenever you made that snow joke, Walt. Am I audible?
Yeah, I was muted.
Yeah, it was called The Informer. It's the name of the record was 12 Inches of Snow. Unless you bought the Americanized Rico version, then it was 3 inches of snow. On a
Licky boom boom down. That's all I know. Uh-oh. OBS crashed, apparently.
Yeah.
I'll give you 3 guesses to who's getting a Slurpee right now.
Not me.
You know, don't be doing that on the air. You'll get us kicked off of YouTube.
God, I could really use a Slurpee right about now. Not for nothing.
What'd you get arrested for? I was getting a back alley Slurpee. I'm getting pretty good at driving, guys. You guys were there when I got in the wreck that caused me to be afraid of driving for you. Actually, it wasn't the wreck that did that. It was the drive-in where I was calling all you guys that put the fear of God of going through those tunnels and hydroplaning, going through the mountains. It's fucked up.
Service announcement to any young people out there thinking about going to college.
Remote goes.
If you don't have parents that can pay for it, or you're not planning on going into a field like a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, don't go take out $80,000 in loans to study underwater basket weaving. All right? You're not going to get a job teaching or anything with underwater basket weaving. And there's 1,000 of these majors, or whatever you want to call them. Whatever these young people are calling them these days. There are so many of these stupid, useless degrees. I majored in the effect of colonialism on economy. You know how long ago colonialism took place? You know what kind of job you're going to get with that degree here in the United States? Maybe someplace colonialism is happening right now. They might find a use for you. But all you're doing is getting a huge weight put on your back that's going to be there for the rest of your life to pay off these loans working at Starbucks as a barista. If you're not going to school, if you're not getting grants and scholarships, or have parents that can pay for it, really think about. I mean, I get it. You're 18, you got your whole life in front of you. You're thinking, I'll pay it off eventually, blah, 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 blah. Don't. It's not a good start to your adulthood, getting copious amounts of debt with nothing there at the end that gives you a leg up when it goes to finding a job and stuff like that. I mean, there are thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of videos, people claiming, I wish I never would have went to college. It was such a waste of money. How am I ever going to pay this off?
Raise my hand.
Yeah, my sister's in her 50s, still paying it off. Her whole life
I was still getting my paycheck garnished as of like late 90s, early 2000s for sure. Yeah. And even going in with a plan doesn't guarantee that it's all going to work out that way.
You want a good career? Go be a plumber.
Right. Go be a carpenter.
Plumbers make insane amounts of money, dude. It's crazy. Do you want to go digging around in your toilet? Somebody will, because it'll cost you. Go to a trade school, a technical school. Not nearly as expensive. They're not going to make you take a bunch of classes that you don't need and make you pay for them. Get into one of the building trades. Yeah, there's so many of them. And a lot of these people, it's not the building trades that are getting laid off right now.
Yeah. And cabinets too, like cabinet installation, building like porches and decks, anything like that is a guaranteed source of income, and it's
infrastructure.
Pretty much recession proof too.
People always are going to need all that stuff. Anything that
and plumbing's not that tough, really.
No, it's just dirty work. It is. It can be dirty and nasty, and that's why they charge so much.
It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. Look at me driving a motor vehicle like a pro. Yeah. See that blinker, bitch? Bet you saw that shit.
And all these colleges, they love when children come in and don't know what they want to do. Don't know what they want to be. They'll even tell you, that's what they told my brother's freshman class when they first went and did their thing that we were allowed to go to. Oh, those of you that don't know what you want to be, you're the smartest people here, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, because we're going to be able to charge you all kinds of money while you try and figure out what you want to do. We got all kinds of different classes you can take and get charged all kinds of money for, so you can figure out what you want to do.
Put it this way, the Swedish band Blindside, like POD signed them, like pretty big band. When they're in between tours, you know, because they live in Sweden, when they're in between tours, they do AVAC work and make just as much money as they make touring. Like,
oh yeah,
touring, yeah.
I have an uncle who has his, or had, he's probably retired now, but he had his own HVAC company. Dude, he had a big house, brand new, like multiple vehicles, the boat, the four-wheelers, all that stuff. Just putting in HVAC. He said it was a dirty job. You know, it was nasty. Sometimes you go and stick your hand down a thing and you get a dead cat. You know, a rotten cat. He's like, it happened.
I'll tell you, the dirtiest job I ever had, I did pest control, and some of it wasn't that bad, but the hardest part is treating for termites, because you've got to climb under in crawl spaces under houses with a hose in one hand and a drill in the other, because of the way you have to drill out the cinder blocks from the inside. Man, that job, and you had to wear a jumpsuit. That job could get gnarly. But I was going to get into the trades as my backup to drumming, right? But you wouldn't believe how many trades you can't get into if you're completely colorblind.
Yeah.
Like no electronics. Like, because I'm not just red-green colorblind. I'm colorblind. I can't see any. I see only shades of gray, is what I'm told. I don't miss it because I don't know the difference, but apparently I'm only seeing.
Wow.
Justin said they need more machinists, millwrights, welders, and the like out there. So there you go. Good trade. Noisy, but good.
I was actually thinking about decorating my microphone here with some miniature barbed wire. So be on the lookout, Laura. I do follow your shop over there on Etsy. So be on the lookout for it. Order for some barbed wire. It's liable to be me. I'm going to be ordering some barbed wire.
Hey, that'd be metal. I wonder if I could get some around the head of my guitar.
I don't see why not.
You get it? And all these foreign truck drivers, they're finding them. I saw one video, this guy just at like a Love's truck stop, big concrete barriers they have going around the whole thing, went and smashed into one of those and got stuck, drove over it. Like, how do you do that? It's a concrete barrier wall. There's nothing around. And you T-bone the thing. It's not like you get it up against it or this. No, you just drove straight. What are you doing? And the guy's up there recording. He goes up to talk to him, and the guy can't speak one word of English.
But you would think that still would not affect the fact that you're driving over a cement hump. Oh my God. Does that mean you can't understand physics when you can't speak English? I don't understand.
I don't get it. I mean, I get the whole they need to be able to read the road signs and this and that and all that. I get that. But yeah, this had nothing to do with language at all. A big 4-foot concrete barrier in front of you, and you just slam into it. And you didn't just bump it. He hit it to where the whole front of his truck went over it. And his front tires were like stuck on it. He smashed into the thing. I don't know if he fell asleep or what. Didn't realize the gas and brake got him mixed up. I don't know. Yeah, they're having
So
all
a couple
kinds
things.
of.
Oh,
Go ahead.
sorry. I was to say a couple things. Andrew B. in chat says, becoming an electrician is a fast growing profession and he will help out anyone that needs the assistance there. Thank you, good sir. And then, where is it? I saw Daz. Oh, yeah, here we go. Daz saying, college pays off slowly. This is tough. Hang on. It's not as if then that purchase is understanding reality by getting a foundation of how to learn. That would be great. That would be fucking great. I would pay thousands of dollars if that was the case. But that wasn't the case when I went in early 90s at all. There was nothing about learning. There was a lot of repetition and a lot of thesipides. And there was a lot of, there you go. And there was a lot of like, yeah. I think the last place that taught me how to learn would have probably been first grade, second grade, maybe third grade, possibly. And after that, you were pretty much fucked in like memory. And here you go, is a list of shit. And oh, yeah, here's some symbols that all make no absolute sense. And yeah, learning how to learn is what it should be about. That's what my mom taught me early on with books. That's why I stayed at libraries and was that nerdy super power nerd dude at the library, learning on my own, not relying on someone to point it out to me. But that's just me. In fact, my mom constantly had to go up to the school because I would actively require teaching in class. Like I would make them teach me stuff and it would aggravate them and send me to the principals or actually assistant principal. So I was being unruly by insisting they explain where this answer came from. Not just this is what I say and that's what you put on the test. I want to know where it came from, how you arrived to it. Show me the fucking work. But
you actually want to learn, Walter.
That was what I was there for. And it constantly got me in trouble and had to go and be had to have it explained to my assistant principal yet again that that's what the fuck we're doing in school by my mom to tell them, like, aren't we here to learn how to learn, not just be told things and hope you memorize them? Anyway, sorry, go ahead, Rico. Mini rant over.
Well, I don't know quite how to say this, but Kim Basinger, I don't know quite how to say that. Was I muted when I was talking about? That was a joke. When I was talking about being colorblind and how that limited the trades I could get into, was I muted that whole time?
No,
you weren't muted.
Oh, okay. That was a old Family Guy joke. The doctor comes in to see Peter because he got wounded. He's like, Peter, I don't know quite how to say this. Kim Basinger?
We got 13 days till the alien invasion.
I heard you say something about Andrew B in chat. What's up, Andrew B? One badass. I'm not going to go into what it's about, but he gave me some really good advice. It's really was very, very, very helpful. Right now, it's being very helpful. And I wish I could go into how good the advice was, but I just can't. But thanks again, Andrew, if you're still there.
13 days. Nostradamus' alien invasion prediction, they're saying. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but he didn't.
James Quatrain.
Which Coltrane?
Nostradamus' Coltrane.
When Miles Davis toured Canada, was he Kilometers Davis?
That was very painful.
But
not as painful as your snow joke earlier. By the way, my phone had fallen between the seats, so I couldn't get to the phone fast enough. Yeah, I'm gonna be a Canadian rapper. I hate you, Walt. I'm not coming to see you anymore. All right, let's kiss and make.
Damn. All
Oh, okay. Yeah, Andrew. Yeah, like I said when we talked.
right. Oh wow.
Great
It's
advice,
time
brother.
to go. Crap.
Damn near.
Oh shit, it is.
1 minute at a time.
You know,
All
sometimes good advice can come from someone that is just not so. Like if you're too close to it, you know what I mean? You sometimes can't see the bigger picture. Sometimes it's good advice that you just can't take. By the way, the only thing ironic about the song Ironic is there's not one example of irony in the entire song. It's all just bad luck. Now, it'd be ironic if they made their wedding destination a place where the rains, then it rained. But no, just raining is just bad luck. Not like, never mind. I hate myself. I want to die.
I thought it was hilarious. I, for one, if I hadn't been muted, you'd have heard me rolling.
Well, a lot of people think that's what irony is because of that song. And irony requires one more step to make it ironic.
I will say I had this rant several years ago.
In your Chardonnay, even though you had a net over the top of your Chardonnay glass, like you would need a third part to make those examples of irony. That's just shit luck.
It's like that time I left the house to go to work and I got pulled over and got a speeding ticket. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
As the plane crashed down, I thought, well, isn't this nice? I flew Spirit Airlines. Yep. Okay, I got a little laugh. I got a giggle. A little beacons of Gondor giggle.
Love y'all.
Love y'all. Thank you.
Much love, gang. Have a great weekend, guys. I pray that my good luck passes on to you guys. All of you.
Thanks for spending your Friday mornings with us. We do surely appreciate it. And I can't help but think there should be at least one of us back here on Monday morning for more of the Ironworks. And then again on Wednesday. Yeah. That's the Paducey right there on the Vulture screen. Anyway, you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy your Friday night. We will be back here next week. Until then, be good, be well. Do good. Do it very well. We love you. Bye-bye.
311 here. 311 here.